Welcome to the KO Boxing Show. Big show tonight here at Melbourne Town, Ultra Tune Fight Night. We've got 7 bouts. We're going to interview all the fighters, so stay tuned. Back here with some Ringside Experts. We've got here Brian Membray, really an outstanding serviceman of boxing, and Howard Lee, premier ring announcer in Australia. Guys, Australian boxing right at the moment, where do you see it? Because you guys have been in the sport for a very long time. Where do you see Australian boxing right at the moment?
I wouldn't say it's on an all-time high, but it's certainly always never dropped out of the equation. It's still going, thanks to you, Peter. You're one of the great promoters that has kept it going in Melbourne. But unfortunately, the big fights are not what they used to be. I think the trainers and fighters are not in abundance today. There's not a lot of them around. They go more for the other type of martial arts, I think.
Okay, How? Where do you see it? Because you've got...
Years, Peter, you've been. Peter's 18 years in boxing, the longest-serving Australian promoter. Congratulations on that, Peter. And, of course, he created the Bob Rose Cup in memory of Collingwood's greatest footballer. And, Peter, yes, there's good fighters. Jeff Horn's an outstanding Australian prospect, Olympian from London. They didn't mention that the other night on Fox Sports, but he's a great prospect. And with the emergence now of Kostya's son, Timothy, is turning professional in Sydney, there's a hot shot coming up. But
all right, what do you think of Danny Green and Anthony Mundine?
Well, I think the game needs something more than that. I think Danny and Mo, they've done a great service to the industry, but it's not my call. I wouldn't say it's going to be a great fight, you know. But there again, let's wait and see.
It'll be a draw, Peter, and they'll have a rematch. That's the point. It's going to be a great fight. Adelaide will come alive. It's not a fight city. I worked several shows in Adelaide. It was never a boxing city, but Peter, they anticipate 37,000. That's what you believe they'll get. And it'll be a massive pay-per-view. It's a big deal for Adelaide City at the Adelaide Oval, Australia's premier sports ground.
Who do you think will win? Anybody got a choice?
I go Danny Green knockout. Howard,
Danny Green.
Double respect.
Double respect, Pete. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Tonight.
Cheers. Back in the change rooms with Alex Tui, a visitor here from up north in Brisbane. Welcome to Melbourne.
Sydney.
Sorry, well, it's still up north. You got Mike Fisher on. What can we expect from Mike tonight?
Mike's only having his second pro fight, but he's trained well for it, and he's done his regular 6-round sparring, and he should come with fireworks. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Alex. Enjoy Melbourne.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Cheers. Back in the change with Dale Ludoff. Dale, you fight Nick Scary today. You guys, do you know each other? Because you're both from the West.
No, we don't know each other personally, but we've seen each other at the fights before, so we know around with Jake and that. So I've spoken to Nick. Seems like a nice bloke, but tonight it is what it is.
Of course it is, mate. Now, you've been around gyms for a long time. I used to see around Keith Ellis's gym and all that. You've always been a Western Suburbs boy?
Yeah, always, Pete. Always. Started off with Keith a while ago now, back when I was 18. So, yeah, it's been a long time.
Hey, mate, Western Bulldogs supporter?
No, definitely not. Sydney Swans supporter.
You live in the Western Suburbs, barrack for the Sydney Swans. Well, you copped it in the granny, mate.
Oh, yeah, we did, mate, we did. It's all good, but good on the Western Bulldogs for winning it.
All right, mate, we'll enjoy tonight.
Thanks, Pete.
Cheers. Back in the change with Corey Allen. Pro debut, mate. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good, mate. Feeling really good. Nice and relaxed and feeling confident.
Ben, you always seem to turn out good professionals. Where do we rate Corey here?
He's up there with the best of them. So all our professionals, we don't rush him into it. So in Corey's case, this is 7 years in the making. So he's well prepared for it.
Who was your idol growing up, mate? Any boxers you wanted to imitate or copy when you were growing up?
No, I didn't really have anyone I wanted to imitate. There's a massive range of fighters that I like, but I never had anyone who I try to think of a style that I would like to have, but no, just my own style, really.
Okay, so what are we going to expect tonight? Up front, pressure? Are you a pressure fighter?
Yeah, all that, pressure fighter, yep. Get in there and just work all around, really. That's it.
What's the difference between the pros and the amateurs? Can you tell me that after the fight?
Yeah, that'll definitely be after the fight. I'm not too sure yet, but
I can give you one tip.
Yeah. What's that?
You get paid in the pros.
Yep, that's always a bonus. The win will be the next bonus.
Okay, mate. Enjoy, guys. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you.
Back here at Melbourne Town Hall with Mike Fisher, a Sydney sider. Mike, you're down here, you're undefeated. You're fighting Sonny Dhani. What do you know about him?
I know he's undefeated. I know he's probably the biggest test for me that I've had. I know I'm coming in as the underdog, but I think guys down here probably don't know me, don't know the fighters from Sydney as well. So I think I'll be surprising.
Okay, mate. What part of Sydney are you from?
I'm from Helston Park, near Dulwich. We're training in Redfern.
NRL man or you're an AFL man? Do you ever watch the AFL?
I don't watch anything, just boxing. No other games. I don't play games.
Okay. Well, who's some of the fighters that you look up to, mate? Who was your fighter growing up? Who was your greatest idol growing up?
Probably Roy Jones Jr. He was probably my favourite if I had to pick one. But Ray Robinson, Miguel Cotto, Roberto Duran, Irish Mickey Ward probably for me. As a fighter I emulate the most. So yeah, I suppose they're my picks.
All right, mate. Enjoy Melbourne.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations coming here, mate, and all the best.
Thank you.
We're not here on a cooking show. It's actually the boxing show. We're a bit lax, and mate, these cooking shows on TV are taken off. What's your secret as a chef?
Oh, we just love cooking really fresh food on site. My father, Des, started the business 55 years ago, and we stick to a formula of cooking fresh, different ingredients is what a lot of other people do, and plenty of food. A lot of places you go to, they don't give enough, and we make sure when we come to Peter Maniatis Boxing, we deliver the good food, freshly done, and plenty of it.
Mate, if there's an event company out there that wants to hire you guys, how do they get in touch with you?
We've got a website, www.luckmancatering.com.au.
Do you guys do the races as well?
We've done the races for private people out there, but we generally do big organisations, corporate, schools, and a lot of private people around Melbourne.
What's the secret in preparing good food, mate? Seriously, because I've seen a lot of chefs and they overdo the drama side of it. You guys get the business done?
Yeah, we like a fresh, clean kitchen, beautiful refrigerated trucks, and bring in fresh food. Have plenty of time to do the prep, and should run well from there.
Beautiful. We'll interview some of the girls here. Girls, what's Ben like to work for?
Come on, girls.
Come on, is he a good boss or not?
Yeah, he's a great boss.
What's he really like now he's gone?
No, he's really enthusiastic boss. Good vibes here to work with, and yeah, good food as well. So we all get to eat some of the food as well. So.
Okay, great. Thanks for getting an interview on a boxing show, and enjoy the night.
Yeah, I will. You too.
Back here at Melbourne Town Hall, massive night planned, and you can't do it without the sponsors. Rob Burnett, Jimmy Vegas. It's going to be a big night, mate.
It is. It's looking like it's going to be a really good night. We're glad to help you out and sponsor it all the time. It's coming along really well. So it's always a pleasure coming down.
It's a special night too. A female that normally does the ads, the brunette, by the name of Pania Porche. She's fighting for a title tonight. Very exciting for Ultra Tune.
It's her third night having the fight, so it's good. It should be a really good, interesting night. See her get up and fight. So hopefully she pulls off a win. It's a pretty good time.
Jimmy?
Our rubber girls up there going away for it. So yeah, good. Sponsoring our tyre system. So it's really well.
What's been happening with Ultra Tune? Because there's over 280 stores now national. Where are most of them based?
They're based right across everywhere. So up the eastern seaboard, got Queensland stores, Adelaide, Western Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, so we're everywhere.
Is there one right up near Coffs Harbour?
Yes, I think there is actually.
Yeah,
I'm mainly based down in Vic, so I know all the Vic ones, but yeah, they're everywhere. They're popping up everywhere. Everywhere you look, there'll be one popping up somewhere.
Jimmy, that brought a smile to your face when we mentioned that. Why is that, mate? You love Sydney up north?
Oh, yeah, I like it up there, mate, but I'm more excited about tonight, to be honest with you. I love coming to these shows, and, Peter puts on a really good show, and I'm looking forward to all the fighters tonight, and may the best ones win.
You're a big Elvis fan. Are you an Elvis fan as well?
A bit there, yeah.
You're a Beatles man, are you, or Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones, more my character, yeah.
Jagger, mate, that dance that he does, huh?
He's great.
Yeah. You'll be going to the Elvis reunion, is it, in June up at Rod Laver Arena?
There's one coming up in June, and I'm going to, and also the 40th anniversary for Elvis's death next year in Graceland.
It's 40 years, is it?
40 years next year, yeah, Pete. I'm going to go to that.
You're pretty good mates with his ex-manager, Rob Esposito, Joe Esposito.
Yeah, Joe Esposito was Elvis Presley's best man, and I'm very close to him.
Great era, wasn't it, that era of music and movies? All right, guys, thanks for doing it here, and I'm sure Sean Buckley, the main man, what a great man Sean Buckley is, and he always supports, generous support of grassroots boxing. It can't be never underestimated, can it?
No, not at all.
And he's had a couple of wins too at the races, so he'll be pretty happy.
He should be pretty happy. A couple of horses done well, so be a good time for him at the moment, I think.
All right, boys, time to knock off and enjoy some beers.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. All the best for tonight.
Or with you, Jimmy, vodkas.
Yeah.
All right, enjoy, boys. Thanks. Back at ringside with Andrew Campbell. Andrew, you've had a few assignments recently with the WBC. What's the scoring system there? They got the 3 must knockdown system. It's obviously 3 knockdown rule in effect with WBC.
It's pretty close to what we do in Victoria. For a lot of title fights, the 3 knockdown rule is actually waived.
Okay, and only the referee can stop the fight, or can the doctor stop the fight?
Only the referee. That's the rule.
Do you agree with that?
Look, the way it works in practice is that the corner can stop the fight if they throw the towel, and the referee will obey that. My own view is that if the doctor were to actually ask that it be stopped, that the referee would actually, I think, be consistent with that ruling.
Okay, mate, how do you see Victorian boxing and Australian boxing in general at the moment? As far as standard, growth, what are you looking at here?
Look, I'm involved in the AMBF national body. We sanction the Australian titles, and I've been involved in the Victorian one as well. We've got about, as you would know, about 70 to 80 registered boxers in Australia, which is not a great deal. A lot of people talk doom and gloom. However, I don't see that way. Things cycle, and I see that boxing will be here, and I think that boxing will actually have a resurgence. So I'm pretty sort of optimistic about where boxing's going.
All right, thanks for your time, Andrew. Enjoy the night, mate.
Okay, thank you.
Back here with Dita Lukanekwo. Dita, mate, you've been a big fan of boxing in Melbourne, and your son, the express train, how's he going, mate?
The old freight train, yeah, he's training hard, but since his operation is just not right yet, but he's come along really, really well. In 2017, it's going to be a real big year for him.
Mate, you were up north. Were you based in Queensland there for a while, or you were up in Brisbane?
My job takes me anywhere over Australia, but yes, we were in Queensland for about 5 or 6 months and catching a bit of sun.
It must have been all right, mate.
It was fantastic. I don't want to come back to cold old Melbourne.
Well, the Spring Carnival's here, mate, so hopefully now we improve. But, mate, you've been a big fan of the boxing show, and it's great to be able to interview you, mate. Enjoy the night here at Melbourne, mate, and hopefully we can get the freight train down here at Melbourne one time.
He will come. He will come. The old man will drag him in.
All right, thanks, mate. Cheers. Back here in the change room with Pania Porche, undefeated, the golden girl of Ultratune. How are you feeling for your title fight tonight, Pania?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a bit nervous, but, I think nerves are a good thing, so see how I go.
You know the old saying, train hard and live the rest of your life as a champion. Will you get to experience that tonight?
No, it'll be amazing.
Now, you've seen the belt. Looks an impressive belt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is nice.
Now, off boxing, just a sneaky question. You filmed an ad with Jean-Claude Van Damme, one of the living legends of action film. What was it like hanging out? And we all went to dinner with Jean-Claude, didn't we? And he seemed like a pretty cool guy, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really nice. He offered me a personal training session as well, but I didn't get to take him up on that.
What did you learn from him as far as preparing? Did he give you any tips about preparing for fights or anything like that?
Yeah, he gave me a few tips, like with the gym and weights and things like that, like lots of reps and, get the blood pumping through the arms, get the veins out.
What was it like filming the ad with him? Because he's sort of a guy that, he's a normal guy, but then when the camera comes on, he pumps up a bit, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
he's a pure pro.
Yeah, definitely a pro. Like I couldn't believe how down to earth and how lovely he was as well. Like he wasn't that Hollywood, you know what I mean? Like as what I thought he was going to be. I thought he might have been a bit of a princess, but he was really, really good to work with. We had a great time with him over the 3 days that we got to spend with him.
That's great. Well, Pania, enjoy tonight, and let's hope the Ultra Tune girl gets the prize tonight.
Yeah, hope so.
Back at ringside, Mel McGinnis, a long-time board member. Mel, a lot of changes now with combat sports, but just sport in general. A lot more paperwork now, isn't it?
It's a big requirement these days, Peter, where there's so much public scrutiny. We are tied to the government as a board, and there's a fair bit of scrutiny from both internally with the government and also from outside agencies. Victoria Police have got a fair interest in what goes on in the industry these days, so we tread a fine line between both the government and the police.
Mate, I've been promoting for close to 20 years, and I never see a better crowd at the boxing. It's so respectful. There's never any incidents. I mean, I've been to the races and seen hoons brawling and all that, but the Spring Carnival's always got the glamour image, hasn't it?
Well, Peter, I've been going to the fights for over 60 years since I was a little tacker, and you never see
60. Mate, you must be an old man.
I'm coming up 67, so that'll give you some idea. But you never see any trouble at the fights. It's the boys' night out, and that's the way it's always been, as far as I'm concerned. As I say, people go to the fights to enjoy themselves, to watch their friends and family get in the ring and participate in a noble sport. And as I say, very rarely have we seen any trouble in the crowds.
Okay, mate, thanks for your time, and I'm sure it'll be another great night tonight.
Absolute pleasure, Peter. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Back at Melbourne Tunnel with a former fighter here. You've had a win here, mate. Now you come back and you're a judge. Different phase of life.
Yeah, that's right, mate. It's always good to come back here to familiar place. And I've fought here a few times. It's always good to be on your show, mate. You always put on a good show. And I have my gym. I've been on the west side in Footscray. I had my own gym, opened my own gym, Dragon Health and Fitness, just down at 30 Lee Street, Footscray. I got a few fighters. They'll be on your show soon, hopefully. And so come on down, check it out, Dragon Health and Fitness.
Okay, mate, what's the difference between preparing a judge now? Do you have to concentrate a lot more and have a Red Bull and all that? How do you prepare yourself to judge?
Yeah, so I've had a few tips, but normally we watch a lot of fights before, and then so you get used to judging, and counting the punches. And so, I'm pretty familiarised with it, and I tend to be like pretty strict judge. Like I don't favour any sides or any one of popular boys or anything. I just judge on what they do, how hard they punch, and the accuracy of the punch. And I like to be spot on. I don't like to sit on the fence at all. So I'm here to make everything a little bit more fair for the fighters.
Enjoy the night, mate. You said enough.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Always good to see you.
Back here at Melbourne with the great man Danny Green's trainer, probably the best trainer in Australia right at the moment. Mate, what's it feel like training Danny Green for a big fight against Anthony Mundine? You must jump up in the morning and just be full of beans.
Oh, mate, we've been wanting it for quite a while, working at it hard. Got a plan that's coming together. It took a few years, Pete, so I'm just happy, looking forward to it, and can't wait for the day it happens. And I tell you what, Adelaide's just embraced it. It's going to be magnificent on that oval.
Danny trains every day anyway, doesn't he? Is he a guy that maybe you have to hold back a bit, or is he a guy that you know when to push him and when not to push him?
Mate, every world champion I've trained, the job is to pull him back. The bloke you got to tell to do more, he's never going to make it. All world champions, you pull them back, Pete.
What's that thing about the burnt toast? It's just a simple one.
Keith Ellis, the master trainer, one of the best, said to me, Ange, he said, I'm not the best trainer in the world, but I reckon I'm the best taperer. He said, mate, you can train all you like. He said, but a trainer's like a bit of bread. He said, if you cook it and burn it, you can't bring it back. He said, better to be overdone than underdone. And he taught me a lot about tapering, Keith, God rest his soul.
Well, I mean, obviously you're not going to give away too much of the game plan, but look, Danny's going to be coming forward, that especially early in the fight, to try and really land some good blows on Anthony Mundine to try and slow him down. That's got to be the game plan.
Mate, the game plan's the same as I tell every fighter. Hit and not be hit. It's that simple.
Okay, well, mate, Adelaide, 40,000 people. Let's just say February 3rd, it's 40-degree heat. You can have Danny in the aircon the whole day, mate, and getting all the fluids in him.
Oh, mate, we'll be right. We'll work that one out. Don't worry about that, mate. All good.
All right, mate. Now, anyone on the undercard, because the Maloney's recently just got world rated, so that's another feather in Dragon Fire Cup. Tony Tolger's doing a great job, by the way, with Dragon Fire and the Maloney's. Massive, mate. They both them in the top 15 with the WBA, isn't it?
Mate, won their titles here at Malvern with you, Pete. Dragonfire, Peter Mattiatis Promotions, Lyndon Hoskins involved now promoting them. We all working together, mate. It's fantastic. A couple of future world champions there, mate, and really happy they're both well rated.
Thanks for your time, Andrew. A busy man, mate. Enjoy the night.
Get ready for a big show here.
Back here at Melbourne Town Hall with Sonny Dhani, undefeated, mate. Living the dream. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Trainings went well. Just looking forward to putting on a show.
Now with the Brizzy Brothers, a traditional boxing community family-based program there. How have you learnt it's strictly boxing now? They love to box and teach everyone to be hit and not be hit.
Yeah, it has been a bit different. They like to focus more on the fundamentals, which I'm probably not, very used to because I'm still fresh in the sport. But yeah, things are coming along good. So yeah, happy so far.
What can we expect tonight, mate? You missed that 100% undefeated.
Just the usual, man. Stay off my jab. Try to put on a show. Hopefully, go for an early stoppage as well.
Okay, mate. Thanks for all your time. Enjoy the night.
Thanks for having me on, Pete.
Back here at Melbourne Town Hall, WBF President Mick Croucher. Mick, welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you, Peter. It's good to come back. I haven't been for a while. We've had a bit of illness in the family, and all that's over now. So you'll be seeing my smiling face all the time.
Okay, mate. Australian boxing at the moment, where does it sit? Because you're an old-timer, mate, and you've been through different cycles of the sport. Where do you see it right at the moment?
I think what we're really after now is an emerging star, someone that's going to keep on winning and winning overseas as well as Australia. They've got to be prepared properly in Australia and then send them overseas.
I think that was Anthony Mundine's trainer.
Yeah, that's right. It certainly was. But
it was really Danny Green, but we call it Anthony Mundine's trainer. Because he's just pushed you.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, Angelo, but
he's just knocked you over, mate, nearly on to me. Nearly some public liability claims here, mate, after that one.
I'll make up for that later on when I catch him.
Yeah, because you had 32 professional fights, was it?
32 and 30 amateur fights, a couple of Victorian championships and got to the Australian title. Major sparring partner for Lionel Rose before his world title. So very good friend of mine, Lionel, and I love the guy, and he's a brilliant Australian sportsman that did well for boxing in Australia.
Thank you, Mick, and enjoy the night, mate.
Thanks a lot. I'm here with Tommy Davis, your number one man, so no problem, just waiting on you to put on a couple of more Victorian titles. You're the supreme leader in Victorian titles for the Australian National Boxing Federation.
Thank you, Mick. Enjoy the night, mate.
Thank you.
Back at Malvern in the change rooms with the Ultra Tune girls. Girls, are we all pumped up tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you normally do the boxing, the card girls?
Yes, but usually I've done just kickboxing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing the fights? The adrenaline goes, doesn't it?
Oh, the energy's fantastic. There's a real good vibe.
And you girls been to the Spring Carnival or been doing anything else?
No, I haven't. I haven't gone this year. I have been to the Melbourne Cup in the past, but I had to give it a miss for work this year.
Okay, where do you work?
I work in Kensington. I work in Owners Corporation, so real estate, and so I was really excited to come along and work at the fights tonight for Ultra Tune.
Gee, real estate's booming around Kensington, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Can you get any bargains for us? Is there any property or
No.
anywhere we can park some money and make a little bit of a profit?
Maybe just buy an apartment building.
Okay, is it that simple, though?
Apartment, yep.
And what about you girls? What hobbies do you like doing?
I study osteopathy. Yeah, study full time, so always busy. Yeah.
What do you like to do?
I'm also at uni, so I'm starting to become a teacher's aide, which is a really, really rewarding career. So looking forward to getting to that next year.
Oh, great. Thank you, girls, for give them your time and enjoy the great night here tonight. I'm sure you guys are going to have fun. You always do.
Thank you.
Okay, great, girls.
Awesome, bring it on.
Wrapping up the KO Boxing Show. What a fantastic night it was here at Melbourne Town Hall. And as we say next week, keep punching.